Okay, so here we are back with number one. We're going to try to do things in chill mode today. So let's get after it. All right, guys, so you find me in Tesla's Model 3 Performance. So for acceleration, we're going to do chill. So the choices are chill or sport. So last time I did sport and I ended up going like, but it didn't really get what I wanted. Okay, steering mode, comfort. I don't think steering mode matters. No slip start. Controls, we're good there. Charging, not a big deal. Autopilot. Customize. No. Oh, that's interesting. So this navigate on autopilot. This feeds into FSD beta. So enables at start of every trip. I'm saying no. Speed base lane changes mild. So you can either go disabled, mild, average, or mad max. I wonder if that's what Elon used. But anyway, exit passing lane. Yes, no. That's interesting. Require lane change confirmation. No, you shouldn't have to ask me. Lanes can't change, both. Okay, yeah, fine. That's fine. Okay, and that's it. That's interesting. I've never done that. Oh, I can't set that. Oh, that's too bad. Not that we're going to do anything anyway. Locks, lights, display. It's just the brightness, trips. All right, so right now, since last charge, 472. All right, so current trip is going to be what I'm going to get. So right now it's all zeroed out. We're good. Navigation, not a big deal. Safety. Oh, we don't want any safety. No, I'm kidding. Don't tell Tesla guys I said that. Well, that's interesting. The rear left tire is kind of high. Well, so is the right front. So not exactly balanced. Whatever. Name your vehicle. I know, I should put it in Mad Max mode and say it's Mad Max, but anyway. Premium, FSD, CCS. You should have seen this list before. Okay, so there you go. Interesting. So with that, let me do a final adjustment of the seat and let's get after it. All right, just got down to 270. It's been struggling to get down to 290. We've been driving, what, 19 minutes? Green light. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too hard on the car, but I can get better efficiency out of my Model Y. So I don't know. Oops, forgot the most important point there. I'm doing 50, 55 in the 60 zone. Come on, man. All right, so here we are. We're 15 miles out. Duration's already 28 minutes. I have to head back. I've gotten it down to 278 watt hours per mile. I think I saw 260 briefly. So I don't know. What it's telling me is Model 3 Performance, while it's really, really cool and it can be somewhat efficient, it's not going to be efficient the way I really wanted the car to be. I'm driving 50, 55 in the 60, 65 zone even, and I can't get it to go down. So anyway, time to head back. Finally got under 257. Man, oh man, I've been 26 miles. Oh, what happened? Oh, I finally made it down to 249. I was actually doing more acceleration than I would have been. That's interesting. So you're making it more complicated. All right. This is one I should pull up, huh? Energy graph. Average is 181. So I was being efficient somewhere. Okay, so maybe there was headwind or something going out. I don't know. Anyway, 31 miles, 56 minutes, 253 watt hours per mile. Actually, 253 is acceptable. Interesting, the graph shows that for the past 30 miles, I averaged 243 watt hours per mile. It was all actually very good. I mean, I tried really, really hard to get that, but maybe, you know, what I found in Ming's car was I was maybe trying too hard. I mean, after all, I'm driving 50, 55 in a 60, 65 zone. I'm trying really hard to, I had the accelerator and chill. I have my foot being very light on the accelerator. It wasn't until later when I was a little bit more aggressive because I was like, oh, let's get home or let's get back to the domain. It started coming out better. Look at that. Anyway, whatever. Who cares? I just don't know. Maybe there's hope there, and maybe it's a question I'll learn yet. Just like I'd learn with the Model Y to some extent. Let's go turn her back in. Okay, so I'm back in my Model Y. Let's see if I can do some kind of a comparison that would be more fair, so to speak. So let me put acceleration into chill. My choice is only chill and standard, obviously, because I don't have performance. The steering mode, I really don't think will make a difference. So it's in standard right now. I'm surprised it's not in comfort. Anyway, I'll leave it in standard. Stopping mode is in hold. And apply brakes when regen's not available. For those of you who don't know what, oh, whoops, sorry. Where was I? Tools, pedals. So down here, oh, let me scan down a little bit. I have a trailer mode, so I have a trailer hitch installed. If I plug in the lighting harness for a trailer and mount the trailer, obviously, it goes in trailer mode. And it's another place. I don't know exactly what that does for me, but it's in trailer mode, which probably makes a difference in regen braking. The one thing I know for sure is no autopilot. And I've heard something about if I got electronic brake controller, I could wire that in, and if I had electric brakes on the trailer, it would brake the trailer when I brake. My trailer doesn't have electric brakes, so it doesn't mean anything in my case. All right, so anyway, that's the settings. Let's bring this up. And where's trips? So current trip, reset current trip, reset. So I shouldn't have to do that because it should zero out when I leave, but okay. So current trip is now reset to zeros. So what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to leave the domain, try to do the same kind of thing, accelerate and chill, and try to do light pedal. And we're going to, I'm going to turn off before, when I get to 1431. But that part till 1431 will simulate what I did with the Model 3. And we'll go from there. Okay, so first comparison, I haven't made up to Duval's road yet. I'm already at 271 watt hours per mile. So my average energy is already way over. Other than I have been driving this car around today. Okay, so how does this compare? At 8 miles, I have 267 watt hours per mile. It's lower than Model 3, I think, but it's still surprisingly high to me. Okay, so here we are, getting ready to cross 1431. Distance so far is 12 miles, duration 21 minutes. The average energy is 242 watt hours per mile. So no doubt this car is more efficient. Okay, so for the end of that comparison, I'm now parked at Walmart. 13 miles, 25 minutes, 252 watt hours per mile. And I will tell you, in chill mode, oh, now the car still accelerates. It accelerates pretty good. It's just not quite the same. So, let's see, pedals and steering, set that acceleration back to standard, please. Thank you very much. So that concludes this comparison. So directly, Model 3 performance, brand new, compared to my 1-year-old Model Y long range. Oh, long range is getting a lot better mileage. Although, to be fair, we're only looking at 10, 15 watt hours per mile. I'll have to go back and compare the numbers, but there you are. So I'm trying to figure out how to summarize this drive today. Right at the end, all of a sudden it started dipping down to 250. Now, compared to Ming's car, that's not great, but that's acceptable. Compared to the Model Y, that would be about the same. So, and when I looked at the energy graph for the last 5 miles, it showed the average was 181. So I'm going like, okay, the efficiency is there. Maybe not as great as Ming's car, but she's just rear-wheel drive, or rear-wheel drive only. My Model Y is dual motor, obviously. So maybe being dual motor won't be quite as efficient, but still close. Comparing the numbers, the places where I compare the numbers more directly, it was pretty equal up until almost 1431. FM 1431, for those who are wondering. But at FM 1431, there was a fairly substantial difference. So the other part I'm looking at is the car I was driving was a demo car. And obviously people are going, yeah, this is Model 3 performance. Let's have some performance. You can see that in the energy numbers. So it could very well be that this particular car, being used the way it's being used, is having a hard time coming down or normalizing to a more efficient state. And that's what I want to think at this point. So the bottom line point of taking this test drive today was to see how I felt about the energy. I have mixed feelings still, but I think if it's my car and I'm driving it, I can make 4 miles per kilowatt, which would be acceptable. It's not 5 miles per kilowatt, but it's still 4 miles per kilowatt, and that's okay. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's the answer to the question, I think. I hope you find this somewhat interesting. I think it's fair to say just because one drive shows you some numbers doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're going to get all the time. And comparing to my Model Y, the numbers were close initially. Now, over time, my Model Y I drive it more efficiently, so let's just say that way, will get better. And I think a Model 3, if I were to buy it, it would eventually get better too. So there you go. Should you buy Model 3 performance? If you want a car that's going to accelerate 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, yeah, this is probably that car. On the other hand, if you can live with 4 seconds, get a long range. It'll be more efficient. Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. Good luck.